Hello everyone, good morning and assalamu alaikum. Hope you're well. So this is the class and this is the last class, I think. So can you please type in the chat box if you can hear me properly? We're gonna start the class in a minute. Just type in the chat box if you can hear me properly. So if you don't know where is the chat box, you can see on your mobile phone is something called CHAT chat. So if you click there, then you can type the message. So for example, okay, so so I give a message, for example, hi. So now we got it, right? Thank you for joining today. And this is the last class. This is the 12th class. How are you feeling? Type in the chat box. How are you? And I would like to also request you, can you please just turn on your video as well? I'd like to see your face, who you are, where you're from. And yeah, this is how we're going to finish the class. Just very quickly, turn on your video and just I'd like to see who you are, where you're from, right? So yeah, turn on your video. Today I'd like to give you some sort of opportunities to introduce yourself here. So I can see here the name is Neil Shamrat. I'm not sure what's your name. Can you please unmute yourself and introduce yourself and just share with us how many classes have you done? How did you like it? How did you find it?
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum, sir. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you.
Actually, I'm done to running to the class. First of all, my name is Simdi Shahjahan Shamrat. I'm from Nilphamari, but I live in Noakhali. Because of that, my working station here, I working as a Square Food and Beverage Limited as a territorial manager.
Wow.
So I live in here. So actually, sir, your class is very awesome. I cannot speak it. Really, sir, actually.
Okay, I got it, Shamra. So how many classes have you attended so far?
Sir, 12 ক্লাসই অ্যাটেন্ড করেছি আমি। স্যার আমি দেখতে পাচ্ছেন স্যার, আমি হচ্ছে মার্কেট ভিজিট আসছি। মানে আমি সময়টা হচ্ছে যেহেতু সেলস মার্কেটিং এ আপনি স্যার জানেন যে অ্যাকচুয়ালি কি কাজটা হয়। আমি স্যার এই আসলে সময় করে একটা স্কুলের ভিতরে ঢুকছি, মাঠের মধ্যে দাঁড়ায় ক্লাস করতেছি, এরকম করে সবগুলি ক্লাস করতেছি। বাট যখন আমি কিছু করতে যাই তখন একটু সময় পাই না, এর জন্য আসলে ইয়ে করতেছি, চেষ্টা করতেছি স্যার ভালো কিছু করার জন্য।
Impressive, impressive. Thank you, Shamra. Thank you for joining us. So anyone else would like to share their feelings, experience with us? Just all you got to do is you need to turn on your video and just introduce yourself and share with us very quickly. Anybody else? I can see here Shoaib. Shoaib, can you please unmute yourself and turn on your video?
Hello, sir. Assalamu alaikum. This is Shoaib, and I'm from Pabna. Now my resident is Kushtia, and I am studying at Islam.
Okay, so sorry. I think the internet is stuck over there. Now I'd like to ask someone else. So Jamaluddin, can you please just introduce yourself and if possible turn on your video as well? Jamal, you need to connect your audio as well. You need to connect your audio. So there is a button. You got to just click and connect your audio. Okay. Anybody else? Anyone else would like to share something? How did you find this 12 days speaking challenge? Okay, no problem at all. So Yeah, that's fine. Absolutely fine. So what we're going to do today is we will, let's see. So we'll go through the whole classes. I mean, we're going to do the revision. And at the end, you have got a tiny bit of lesson. We're going to finish that. And this is how we're going to finish the class, right? So I think you're excited to complete the course and get the qualification as well. I mean, your certificate. Just to remind you that we're going to give the certificate who has completed 12 days presentation. And once you have finished the 12 days presentation, then definitely we'll give you the certificate. And if is there anyone from YouTube is still watching, you can jump into the Zoom and we can do the interaction one-to-one as well. So is there anyone who can share the Zoom link on YouTube as well so that they can come here, right? So what are you gonna do today? We're gonna just go through the whole classes, whatever we have done. So this is Hassle-Free Education. That's what we had started. And in this lesson, we have learned basically subject plus be verb. And this is how we gave a lot of presentation. So the first presentation was introduce yourself. So here you go. That was the things we have spoken about. So can you please start the presentation so that you can just I'd like to check whether you can still remember how to do the presentation, right? So what I'm gonna do, I will let me see. I'm gonna unmute all of them, right? I'm gonna unmute all of them so that you can practice with me. I'm gonna unmute all of them. So here you go. Okay. Can you please unmute yourself? Just you see there is a button. Is symbol signs like mic. So all you got to do, you need to just unmute yourself, and we're gonna start practicing. But if you have got some sort of background noise, then keep muting yourself. যদি আপনার আশেপাশে ব্যাকগ্রাউন্ড সাউন্ড থেকে থাকে তাহলে আপনি কি করবেন, একটু মিউট রাখবেন. So now we can unmute yourself, right? So I would like to request just request everybody else to unmute themselves, and we're going to give this presentation. Just we're going to go through very quickly, right? So when I say 3, 2, 1, go, you need to give a presentation according to this structure, according to this format, right? Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Let's start.
Hi, my name is MD Shahjaman Shamraj.
So, yep, keep going. Keep going.
Now I am a resident of Bangladesh. I am a sales manager. My father is a businessman and my mother is a homemaker. There are 4 siblings in my family. I was a student of East West University in 2020. My hobbies is a businessman and traveling.
Okay.
My future plan, I will be data analytics in marketing.
Okay.
Manager.
Thank you. Excellent. Excellent. So we're going to go a bit faster. So just we're going to remind you what you have learned. So that was the first class presentation, and you have given it to in the second class. We have learned how to speak 80%. Whatever you want to speak. So that was the topic. Yeah. So how to speak 80% whatever you want to speak. So this is how we gave a presentation. Is called What Do You Do Every Day? And dear learners, I shared with you that if you'd like to get your fluency, the one thing you can do every day is practice 4 questions. And that was the first question I gave you to practice, and I gave you to give a presentation. That was subject plus verb, and the presentation was what do you do every day? So who has done the presentation? Congratulations. So you have started your journey giving this presentation. What do you do in the morning, afternoon, and evening? Okay, so in the third class, so okay, just I'd like to show you. So if you'd like to get one of these certificates, all you got to do is you need to submit 12 presentations. So once you submit 12 presentation, you're gonna get one of these certificate, right? So in the third class, we have started talking about what does your favorite person do every day, right? So just would like to make sure that you can add s or yes always with the verb, because you know third person singular number, we need to add extra sound. So like gets up, brushes, makes breakfast. This is how. And that was the second question you need to practice if you'd like to get your fluency. And after that, we have learned about the how to ask questions, especially. So that was the structure number 2, do plus subject plus verb plus question mark. And this is how you practice a lot, and that's called yes no question. So if you'd like to get more questions, in that case you need to have WS question, and we have practiced in the next class. That was how to ask deep questions. So that was the basic, the same thing, do plus subject plus verb, but we had to add extra WS question. That was why, how, where, when, how long, which language, this sort of things, right? So we have practiced that as well. And in this lesson, you have given a presentation so about Hasselhoff education. So how do you know this? What sort of things you have learned? What's your aha moment? And if you recommend them, why? Basically, I try my best to give you the opportunity to speak up, and you have done very well, right? So then we have given you the another presentation is place you live in, and you have given a presentation. So where do you live? Why do you live there? How do you how long do you live there? Why is famous for? And do you have any interesting memory with this place? And you have done tremendously well. So then the next class we have talked about past, because as I told you, especially, I mean, if you are IELTS learner, if you'd like to sit for IELTS exam, so most of the time what the examiner sees is you mix up with tense like past and present, and you don't know when and where to switch from present to past, past to present. So we have given we have practiced this structure is subject plus verb to, and this is the confusing structure as well, subject plus verb to, and passive structure, right? Subject plus be verb plus verb 3. So these two structures are really, really confusing. So make sure you understand both structure 100%. So this is subject plus verb to, and in this structure you have practiced a presentation that was what did you do yesterday, right? So the question is what did. So did means past, so you have given me all the answer in past tense. So you started with I got up, I went to washroom, I brushed my teeth. So all are verb to and verb to. So then we have started doing the class that was all about yes no question, then WS question, and this is how we finished it, right? So then we have given you the homework, a holiday enjoyed the most, where did you go, when did you go there, how did you go there, how long did you stay, and an interesting memory over there. So this is how we finished this class. And then the next class was all about transformation. So now can you please type in the chat box how many of you attended this class, one of the most important classes out of these 12 days, transformation. So if you attended one of these class, transformation, can you please type in the chat box transformation? I'd like to see. Just type in the chat box, transformation. So in this class we have learned a lot. We have learned how to convert from simple to complex, complex to compound, and you have done really well because you have started with very simple things, and we started from simple, then we made it complex, and we made it compound as well. Can you remember fanboys? So if you like to make compound, then you should remember fanboys. And for our complex, so where, when, which, how, using these sort of things so that you can use complex. So then we have started talking about what is called is degree. So positive, comparative, and superlative. And this is how you learned how to do a lot of comparison from these things to that thing to those things. And this is how, because the what is called comparison is very, very important, because in your IELTS writing, especially task 1, you got to do a lot of comparison. So if you understand the basic structure, is positive, comparative, and superlative, is going to help you a lot to do a lot of comparison. And we have learned about what is called passive, and I have given you 3 questions. So that was the structure was passive, so subject plus be verb plus verb 3. And yeah, this is how we had finished. And we also learn how to ask questions. For example, English is taught at Hasselhoff Education. So if you'd like to make questions, so is English taught at Hasselhoff Education? And if you'd like to make WS question, is how is English taught at Hasselhoff Education? So now, if you'd like to ask when, why, where, you can just add it, WS question, and you can just go on and on. So then we have, anything else is missing? No, I think we have covered everything. Yeah, so we have covered everything. So today's class, okay, so this is very important lesson. One of the things I have shared with you is connectors, especially in speaking and also in writing as well. You have to use connectors. So let's say your band is, let's say 5.5. You have given a mock test and you got 5.5 in speaking and 5.5 in writing. The only thing, if you add connectors, like if you use this sort of words, it's going to be 6 or 6.5. Only this thing is very powerful. So some of the students, they don't understand how to add 0.5, because they say, sir, I need 5.5 because I'm not, book smart. I'm not smart. I'm not good at English. If I get 5.5, I'll be more than happy. So they're struggling with probably 5. So if you ask them, if you're struggling with like 0.5 or 1 score, just use connectors, and it's going to give you a boost to get 0.5 band at least. So make sure you know how to use them. First of all, moreover, furthermore, also, and however, and finally. And I'm really impressed to know the story of Shomrat, that he's a marketing guy and he doesn't have time, and he attends the class wherever he can, sometimes in the market, sometimes in the school, sometimes in the field. And when the class is started, so he tries to find out a quiet place so that he can enjoy the class. Shomrat, thank you so much. I'm really impressed. I got a feeling like at least I helped one person who was very serious. And this kind of people, no one can stop them, because they are unstoppable. No one can stop them, because they already have taken the challenge, and they know that if I do some sort of wrong mistakes in my life, so who I'd like to blame is myself. So instead of blaming myself, it's better to take the responsibility. Once you take the responsibility, the whole life has been changed, right? So this is how now. Anyway, so before we used to charge 20,000 taka for IELTS now, and we used to give 50% scholarship, and now the course is 100% scholarship. The course is completely free, so you don't have to worry about the IELTS class. All you got to do is you need to give presentation, 12 presentation. Once you give 12 presentation, you'll be qualified for IELTS class. So how many of you are here will be much more interested to join us for IELTS preparation course? Type in the chat box IELTS. এখানে কারা কারা আছেন যারা আমাদের সাথে IELTS এ জয়েন করতে চান? Please type in the chat box very quickly. Type in the chat box. I'd like to see how many of you are really committed to join the IELTS course. And this is another thing why we have set a standard that you have to give 12 presentation, because there are so many lazy students. I don't know why they don't get energy. When the IELTS teachers ask them to do something, they don't do. They just make excuses after excuses. So that's why this is some sort of test for you. Are you ready for IELTS? So if you can give 12 presentation, that means you're going to listen our IELTS teacher, and you're going to do the homework, and you're going to improve yourself. So that's why if you fail this test, you are out. Do you understand? So if you'd like to join our IELTS course, make sure you give 12 presentation here, and you show off that, yeah, you are committed, you are serious student, and you'd like to change your life through education. That's what. So I can see how many of you are here for IELTS. Okay, thank you. So I can see Mashura said IELTS, Shamrar said IELTS, Ayan said IELTS, Rania Hussain Tupa said IELTS, Sulaiman Hussain said IELTS. Okay, as Sanjida Begum said IELTS, and he said IELTS, Jaman said IELTS. Okay, Yasmin Sultana said IELTS, Maruf Bin said IELTS. Okay, thank you. Thank you. So who would like to join the IELTS program? You are most welcome. But next question, my next question would be, how many presentations have you finished already? How many presentations have you finished already? Type in the chat box. If it is all 11, type in the chat box 11. If it is 10, type in the chat box 10. Just I'd like to see how many. So Shoaib said, okay, Neil said, Shamra said 5 out of 11. Shoaib said 11, all 11. Okay, excellent. Congratulations. Zaman said 9. Okay, Rani said 8, 11. Okay, so who are a bit lag behind? Direct to PCSN. So just finish it by today and tomorrow, and just give 12 presentation, right? So just give 12 presentation. Thank you for responding. So then the last thing we have shared with you was, I think we have covered pretty much everything. So today we're gonna go for a simple and easy thing that's called modal. Can you please type in chat box MODAL, modal? So we're gonna go for the modal. Please type in the chat box MODAL, modal. Shamrat, I think you made a spelling mistake. It's DAL, modal, right? So modal is nothing but an auxiliary verb. Can you please type in the chat box? Modal means auxiliary. Modal means auxiliary. Modal means auxiliary. So what I mean by auxiliary means assistant, sahajyakari verb, right? So that means if you when you use modal, so it's not the main verb, it's an auxiliary verb. So you need a main verb. তার মানে কি দাঁড়ালো? মোডালের পরে verb থাকতে হবে, right? মোডালের পরে কি থাকতে হবে? Verb. So most of the time we use modal plus verb 1. Most of the time we use modal plus verb 1. Can you please type in the chat box? Subject plus modal plus verb 1. Very quickly. Subject plus modal plus verb 1. Subject plus modal plus verb 1. Quickly. Type in the chat box, subject plus modal plus verb 1. Yeah, that's right. Subject plus modal plus verb 1. Can you please give me some sort of examples of modal? I know you know it. Just I'm checking. আমাকে কয়েকটা modal example দিয়ে দেখান chat box এ. Very quickly. So some examples. Yeah, that's right. Can is an example. Could another example. That's right. Thank you. May another example. That's right. Type in the chat box. What are the modals? Might another example. Okay, thank you for responding. So Nida said can, could, may, might, shall, should, will, would, need, ought to. Thank you. Yeah, this is the modal. So after this modal we need a verb 1. So now I'm sharing my screen so that you can see, and we're gonna practice this structure together. So here you go. This is modal. So this is how the structure should be: subject plus modal plus verb 1, right? Subject plus modal plus verb 1. So you can see can, could, may, might, shall, should, will, would, must, right? Can you please read out with me? Amar sathe ekটু practice koren. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Let's start. So can, could, may, might, shall, should, will, would, must. So these are the basically modal. So this is how we're gonna make example, right? So it's time to practice. Let's practice together. So this is how you're gonna practice. I can practice. I could practice. We could practice. Okay, how I'm gonna do it? Okay, no, let's do another way. So I can practice. We can practice. You can practice. You can practice. They can practice. He can practice. She can practice. It can practice. Tony can practice. Right. So this is how you need to practice. This is your turn, and I'm gonna give you the challenge. That is one breath. You need to give me 9 sentences. Are you ready? So we're gonna use could দিয়ে আমরা একটু সবাই প্র্যাকটিস করব। আমাকে 9টা সেন্টেন্স দেবেন। Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Let's start. So I could practice, we could practice, you could practice, you could practice, they could practice, he could practice, she could practice, it could practice, Tony could practice. Thank you. So can you please type in chat box if you have made 9 sentences in one breath? প্লিজ টাইপ ইন চ্যাট বক্স 9:1। আমাকে একটু দ্রুত লিখে জানান যদি আপনি 9টা সেন্টেন্স এক নিঃশ্বাসে শেষ করে থাকেন, দ্রুত একটু লিখে জানান 9:1। থ্যাংক ইউ ফর রেসপন্ডিং। নাও উই গোনা প্র্যাকটিস উইথ may, right? So ready, 3 2 1 go. Let's start one more time. I may practice, we may practice, you may practice, you may practice, they may practice, he may practice, she may practice, it may practice, Tony may practice, right? So this is how the structure should be for modal. Now we're gonna practice with should. Ready, 3 2 1 go. Let's start. I should practice, we should practice, you should practice, you should practice, they should practice, he should practice, she should practice, it should practice, Tony should practice. Thank you. So next one we're gonna practice with would. Ready, 3 2 1 go. Let's start. I would practice, we would practice, you would practice, you would practice, they would practice, he would practice, she would practice, it would practice, Tony would practice. And the last one is must. Ready, 3 2 1 go. Let's start. I must practice, we must practice, you must practice, you must practice, he must practice, she must practice, it must practice, Tony must practice. So now we knew what would be the structure for modal. Now would like to know the meaning and how does it work. আমরা এখন একটু জেনে নেই কিভাবে এইটা প্র্যাকটিস করতে হয় এবং এটার মিনিং কি দাঁড়ায়। So the first of all, can you please type in the chat box? Can means ability. Can means ability. Very quickly আমাকে একটু চ্যাট বক্সে লিখে জানান can means ability. আমরা can ইউজ করব যখন আমরা ability প্রকাশ করব। For example, I can speak English, this is my ability. I can ride bicycle, this is my ability. I can drive car, this is my ability. Do you understand? So we use can for ability, right? So could we use for past ability. Type in the chat box. Could means past ability. So can means present ability. Could means past ability. For example, I could recite Holy Quran, but I didn't practice for a long time. I think I forgot. I'm not sure whether I can read it now or not. So আমি বলছি যে অনেক আগে আমি কোরআন রিসাইট করতে পারতাম, বাট অনেকদিন প্র্যাকটিস না করার কারণে I'm not sure আমি এটা পারি কি পারি না, right? So could means past ability. For example, I could swim, but I didn't swim for a longer period of time, so I think I forgot. I could swim, আমি সাঁতার কাটতে পারতাম. So past ability, right? So next one is may means possibility. May means possibility. Type in the chat box. May means possibility. যখন possibility থাকবে তখন আমরা কি ইউজ করব? may. So would you like to study in the UK? I'm not sure. I may go to Canada. Would you like to study USA? I'm not pretty much sure. Probably, or I may go to UK because one of my relatives living there. So may means possibility. Might means less possibility. Type in the chat box. Might means less possibility. Less possibility. যদি possibility আরো কম হয় তাহলে আমরা কি ইউজ করব? might. So would you like to join our IELTS program? I might go for it. I might go for it, right? So might means less possibility. So shall we usually use for future. So shall we use for future. So type in the chat box. Shall means future. Okay, so should we use for suggestion or recommendation. Should we use for suggestion or recommendation. Type in the chat box. Should we use for suggestion or recommendation. Should, for example, I'm giving you some sort of suggestion. You should practice 3 times in a day those 4 questions for next 30 days. I'm giving suggestion, recommendation. So if you don't have the financial ability that much is stronger, I should say you should apply for UK because you got to show only 28 days bank solvency. So again, I'm giving some recommendation. So what restaurant should I go? McDonald's, Burger King, what else? Or Five Guys. I'm asking recommendation. So if I go to Dhaka, which restaurant would you recommend? Type in the chat box. Your answer should be you should go you should go KFC, you should go to Star Kebab. So you are giving me suggestion or recommendation, right? And will we use also in past. For past, will means past. So would is possibility, past possibility. Type in the chat box. Would means past possibility, past possibility. past possibility. Would means past possibility. For example, you are asking me, why didn't you go to Canada? Well, I was born and brought up in a lower middle class family, and my father was a high school teacher. My mother was a primary school teacher, and I couldn't that much money that time. So if I had so much money, if I had loads of money, I would go to Canada. So past possibility, right? আমি বলছি যে আমার বাবা মা স্কুলের শিক্ষক ছিলেন, সেই সময় তেমন কোনো টাকা পয়সা ছিল না, সো কানাডার জন্য অনেক টাকা ব্যাংকে দেখাইতে, বাট আমার যদি অনেক টাকা থাকতো, then I would go to Canada. Do you understand? So past possibilities. And must means certainty. Must means certainty. So just I'm giving some sort of example. So if you'd like to be a millionaire, you must work hard. You must work hard. So if you'd like to jump into the IELTS class, and if you get a better score in IELTS, I must help you. So I'm giving you certainty. নিশ্চয়তা দিচ্ছি যে আপনি যদি IELTS এ ভালো একটা স্কোর করেন, আমি আপনাকে অবশ্যই সাহায্য করব. If you get the visa, I must go to Heathrow Airport to pick you up from the airport. I'm giving the certainty, right? Must. So these are all of the modals. Now there are some more uses. So could we use for politeness? Could means politeness. Type in the chat box. Could means politeness also. Could means politeness also. For example, so let's say we are in the restaurant, we are in a party, and I need some sugar or I need some salt. So probably is a bit far. So in a polite way, I'm asking some sugar or salt. Could you pass me the sugar? Could you please pass me the sugar? Could you please pass me the salt? So could you please join the IELTS exam? Could you please join our IELTS preparation course? Could you please invite other students to join our 12 days speaking challenge? So what I'm doing, politely, I'm asking you something, right? So if you'd like to borrow some money, you should use this expression as well. Could you please borrow me some money? Lend me some money, whatever, right? So for politeness, we use could. Now, the other thing, as I told you, this is the normal structure, subject plus modal plus verb one. However, if you'd like to make the past expression, in that case, you can use should have plus verb 3. Please type in the chat box. Should have plus verb 3. Should have plus verb 3. Should have plus verb 3 means uchit chilo. Should have plus verb 3 means uchit chilo. Should have plus verb 3 means uchit chilo. For example, I'd like to say something. You should have applied to the UK University by this time. আপনার এই সময়ের মধ্যে কি করা উচিত ছিল? Already UK University apply করা উচিত ছিল. You should have got a better score in IELTS exam by this time. আপনার এই সময় by this time এর মধ্যে আপনার একটা ভালো IELTS score করা উচিত ছিল. So should have plus verb 3. So it makes past sense. It makes past sense. So yeah, there is another example. Jamaluddin said you should have attend. Okay, Jamaluddin should have plus verb 3. So it's gonna be attended. You should have attended Hasself Education live classes, right? Should have plus verb 3. Give an example. Give me an example. আমাকে একটা example দিয়ে দেখেন. Should have plus verb 3. Should have plus verb 3. You should have done this before. You should have seen me before. You should have met me before. You should have supported your parents more, right? You should have gone there. That's right. You should have gone there. So this is how we use past thing, right? So that was all about the modal. And now if you'd like to ask question, for example, subject plus modal plus verb 1, what would be the structure if you'd like to ask question? So if you'd like to ask question, so Can you remember? We use do. Do plus subject plus verb one is the same thing. Modal is some kind of do. So all you need to do is you need to, the structure for asking question using modal would be modal plus subject plus verb one plus question mark. Can you please type in the chat box? Modal plus subject plus verb one plus question mark. Modal plus subject plus verb one plus question mark. So this is how you need to ask question using modal. For example, can we practice now? Should we practice now? Right? Modal plus subject plus verb one plus question mark. That's right. Can we practice now? Can you listen to me? So this is the question. So using modal, if you'd like to ask question, so this is going to be the structure. Modal plus subject plus verb one plus question mark. যদি modal দিয়ে question করতে চান তাহলে আপনার structure হবে modal plus subject plus verb one plus question mark. Now, tell me if you'd like to ask deep questions, if you'd like to ask WS question using modal, what would be the structure? যদি আপনি modal দিয়ে WS question অর্থাৎ deep question করতে চান তাহলে স্ট্রাকচারটা কি হবে আমাকে লিখে জানান. Let's see. How much have you captured so far? I'm going to give you 30 seconds to answer me. Yeah, that's right. That's an example, Neela. How could you do it? Or how could you do that? Right? So this is how we can ask using modal. So give me the structure. A structure of the modal for deep questions is WS plus modal plus subject plus. Congratulations. So thank you, Sultana. Thank you. So WS plus modal plus, where is the subject? Neela, where is the subject? WS plus modal. Yeah, that's right. So WS plus modal plus subject plus verb one. So everyone else, can you please type in chat box this is structure? WS plus modal plus subject plus verb one. WS plus modal plus subject plus verb one. Thank you. Thank you. So this is how you need to practice. So now we're going to practice using why. Why? Ready? Ready? So this is how I need to make sentence. Why? So should I practice? So why should I practice? Why should we practice? Why should we practice? Why should they practice? Why should he practice? Why should she practice? Why should it practice? Why should Tony practice? So this is how you need to make a deep question using the modal. So we're going to practice one more thing together. Right? So আমরা সবাই মিলে can দিয়ে একটু practice করব. So can দিয়ে আমরা practice করব. Not can. Let's say would. আমরা would দিয়ে practice করব. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Let's start. Why would I practice? Why would we practice? Why would we practice? Why would they practice? Why would he practice? Why would she practice? Why would practice? Why would Tony practice? So it's not going to come until you practice many times. So this time I'm going to give you the challenge. The same way we're going to practice. You need to give me 9 sentences using one breath. Are you ready? 9 breath using this structure. Deep question. Why would I practice? Why would we practice? So this is how you need to give me 9 sentences. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Let's start. One breath, right? Why would I practice? Why would we practice? Why would we practice? Why would we practice? Why would they practice? Why would they practice? Why would she practice? Why would it practice? Why would Tony practice? Thank you. Thank you. So if you made 9 sentences in one breath, please type in chat box 9:1. Very quickly, please type in chat box 9:1. So that was all about 12 days speaking challenge. So what I'm going to do, I will take some more students who are willing to share their experience. Who is ready? KK 12 days speaking challenge experience share করবেন আমাদের সাথে. So all you need to do is you need to unmute yourself and then just share. So আপনার কাছে ক্লাস কেমন লেগেছে, কি কি জিনিস শিখেছেন, আরো কি করলে ভালো হতো. So I'd like to get the feedback from you. So I think Shoaib, you can I think you are connected with the mic. Now you can talk. So Shoaib, can you please unmute yourself and share with us?
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
I'm Shoaib. I'm from Pabna. Now my resident is Kustia, and now I am studying at Islamic University under the Department of Social Welfare. And I I got a message from someone to get this speaking 12 days speaking challenge, and I learned many things, and I am benefited from your class
Mhm.
because from 4 or 5 months before I am struggling to be a fluent speaker,
Mhm.
but I couldn't get any fluency in English. But you suggested me that what do I do in my daily life? I practice it in every day, and I'm benefited from your class.
Okay.
And I learned transformation. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Continue.
And I learned many things from your class. And I have a mentor, but I learned many things from you
Mhm.
because I do, I don't continue my class my on my mentor, but I have completed all the class
Mhm.
of hassle-free education, and I learned many things.
So, Shoaib, did you say you're studying at Islamic University in Kustia?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, got it. So, which year are you studying right now? Second year, third year, final year?
I am studying second year.
Wow. So, can you imagine?
I am in
Okay,
session jam.
okay. No, I faced the same thing. So, after finishing my graduation, I had to wait for a year to continue my master's class. Anyway, so as a student of second year at Islamic University, you studied speaking English. Wow. So I'm blessed that I met you online and I helped you. So thank you. So Shoaib, I'd like to recommend you something. Is very, very important. So did you invite your friends to join this
Yes,
challenge? How many?
I. You told me in ninth class or maybe in eighth class that you have to make a video and you have to upload it on your profile.
Mhm.
And I uploaded it in my profile, and I I have got a few feedback from them, and they asked me, how is it possible that you are speaking English fluently?
Mhm.
And I told them about hassle-free education and about you, and you are taking our class from London,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
they know about that. They knew about that hassle-free education.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for sharing. So one more thing I'd like to share with you is better. I mean, if you invite your friends to start this course, what's going to happen is because you have got now third year, fourth year, and masters. So if you can make a circle like 5, 10 people, and if you schedule a time at your university that okay, when you get free time, probably in TS stall, we're going to speak in English. So
Yes,
so you are the leader. You're going to lead the team, and you're going to make such an environment so everybody will get courage to speak in English.
yes, sir.
You understand? So so your target should be it's not from only your department. It might be from other department, it might be from other hall. So yeah, just target 10 people and invite them, help them to speak in English, and then practice with them. So you have got 2, 3 years. At the end of 2, 3 years, I mean, if you have gone through the 12 speaking challenge and you're gonna join IELTS preparation course as well, and at the end of 2, 3 years, you will see the level of English you have got. So that time you're gonna finish your university course, you'll be ready to get 7.5 in IELTS. Probably some of some other students probably they will start thinking to start the class by this time you're ready.
Yes, sir.
You get me? So don't stop. This is the I mean a start of your journey. So my recommendation is invite target 10 people who is gonna practice with you, push them into 12 days speaking challenge and IELTS preparation course as well. And once they finish that, keep practicing, keep practicing. At the end of 2, 3 years, you are ready. You are ready. So it doesn't have to be like you have to have so much money to study abroad. So if you have got a very good IELTS score, if you have got some sort of publication, you can get a scholarship, fully funded scholarship as well. So keep tuning. So now I'm gonna go to Neela. Neela, can you please unmute yourself and share with us your feelings? So how did you find 12 days speaking challenge? So Nila, just you need to unmute yourself. There is a mic button and just share with us.
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Yeah, Husam.
Thank you for giving me a chance.
Mhm.
Sir, it's an amazing journey with you.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm so lucky enough that I got a teacher like you, sir. I'm
Mhm.
just happy. And I never got this type of chance that any person is giving free spoken course or free IELTS course. This is
Mhm.
just super amazing thing for me.
Mhm.
So journey was definitely good. I wanted to be the winner of this challenge and I wanted to get free IELTS class. Yeah, my main target is IELTS. So I submitted all presentation.
Mhm.
Okay, that's all about it.
Okay. Can you please tell us about a background? So what you are doing? Are you a student or are you working?
Yes, sir. I have completed my post graduation. I have a study gap. It is before 7 years ago. I'm a teacher, school teacher. Recently, I have planned. Recently this dream came into me because you know that I have come from a very conservative family. When I was with my parents, I never imagined that I can go out. I can go outside of Bangladesh for education, for higher education. It's just out of my imagination. Then now I am married. I live with my husband. So and he is very open-minded person. He has no problem if I want to go outside. I don't know that this study gap will create any problem or not. This is a doubt I have in my mind. So yes.
Of course, I'm going to answer you, Nila. So you said you have completed your post-graduation. From where? Okay, so
Sir, I have completed post-graduation from Government Tolaram College, Narayanganj. It's
okay,
under National University.
okay, excellent. So I'm giving you the answer. So now this is a trend. I can see a lot of apus, right? A lot of sisters. So they take preparation for IELTS. Their husbands are very supportive. They are very busy with their work. And within 3 to 6 months, they get a very good score in IELTS exam, like 6.5, 7. And they do the processing and they fly to the UK. So I'm giving a specific example. So Nasrin Sultana, our very fast student, she has got 10 years gap. So Nila, just to confirm you, 7 years gap, it doesn't matter. So Nasrin Sultana, she had 10 years gap and she was very, very concerned about the study gap. And we told them you have got some sort of work experience and you have stated in your personal statement what sort of things you have done. And you have also said you have got 2 kids. That's why you took break from work and study as well. That's absolutely fine. Be genuine. Tell everything on your personal statement. What's your journey about? And they're not going to say no. And so she got visa with her spouse and 2 kids. And her kids are studying at UK school, British school, and it's for free. Because in this country, under 18, the students, they take education for free. Whether they are immigrant, they are local, it doesn't matter. So you're on the right track. So make sure you join our IELTS program as well. Okay, so now who else? Who else would like to share? So thank you, Nila, for sharing your journey with us. Anybody else would like to share? Okay, so someone, I'm going to Jamaluddin in a minute. Before that, just I'm going to answer. So Yasmin Sultana said, আমি ঠিকমতো ক্লাসগুলো করতে পারিনি কারণ আমার 4 মাসের বাচ্চা আছে, আমি কি IELTS free class করার সুযোগ পেতে পারি? Okay, Yasmin Sultana, that's absolutely fine. You can do that. But I would recommend you to finish your presentation. Just finish your presentation. So every class, you have got a presentation. Just you need to give a presentation. It doesn't have to be excellent, outstanding. Just commit to yourself that probably you have given like 4 or 5 presentation. The rest of the presentation, just schedule a day. So today, I'm going to give 5 or 6 presentation. Just give presentation, upload it. That's it. You are in the IELTS preparation group. Okay. So Norbu said, I'm from Bhutan. What's the difference between academic IELTS and general IELTS? Okay. Very good question. So Nirbu, first of all, I'm talking about the purpose. So if someone wants to study, they need academic IELTS, and that's why they go for academic IELTS. And if someone wants to work, and for the work purpose, they need IELTS, they go for general IELTS. So in academic IELTS, they have got two writing tasks. One is task 1 and task 2. And for general IELTS, so task 1 is going to be letter or application, something else. So instead of giving the what is called bar graph, pie chart, all the writing task 1, they're going to give you a letter to write. For example, you visited or you went to holiday and you lost a briefcase. So considering that, please write what is called complaint to the hotel so that you can get compensation. So all you got to do is you need to write a letter, especially what happened, how did you lost that briefcase, and what's your demand, what's the claim you're gonna make. So once you finish this letter, that's your task 1. That's the only difference. I think I gave you the answer. So Jamal, can you please unmute yourself and share with us your journey?
Yeah, thank you very much, Chair, for giving me the floor. Okay, so first of all, I want to introduce myself. Let's meet Jawan. You already know about saw about my presentation, and I just completed my MBA from Stanford University, and then right now I'm doing job at a private organization as a accounts and finance officer. And actually, right now I'm just too much crazy about my fluency to be a fluent speaker. And also I want to complete my IELTS. Actually, my future plan, actually, I want to go abroad, but I don't know what is the proper way, actually, because I have a family. I already completed my master's course. What is the proper way I want to go? I'll go outside.
Thank you. Thank you. Jaman, have you attended our 5th class?
Yeah, but actually, maybe it's not proper way. So, I can submit the presentation, 5th presentation.
Okay, got it. So I think the 5th class, that was all about the guidelines. So I would recommend you, please watch the video, watch the class again, 5th class. And still, if you have got some questions, so in the same class, you will get the contact number of our Dhaka officers. Give them a call. But watch the whole video first. And so I believe that, I mean, if you watch the whole video, you will get like 70 or 80% of your answer. And after that, probably you might have some sort of questions. Write them down. Write them down. Then pick up the phone and just give a call to Dhaka office and talk to Nafiza. She'll be able to answer you. Okay.
Okay. I want to share one thing. I found this group from Facebook, and I already sent my another friends, another colleagues who were just interested about IELTS, interested about Fancy. I already sent them. They are just interested. Maybe they'll join in future. Okay. And I just when I just start this journey, after that I follow you. I follow. You're the best.
Okay, I'll take it as a compliment, but what my thing is, I'm trying my best to help you out, right? So that's why I'm giving what is called the IELTS preparation course as well. And that course, IELTS preparation, I'm not taking this. I'm paying my teachers, basically for the lectures, and just I'm sharing it to the truth. Last time I paid over 1.5 lakh for IELTS preparation course? 1.5 lakh. Because the teachers are from UK, United Kingdom. One of them living in London, the other one living in Yorkshire, right? So, so that's what I'm saying. Just I'm giving an example. It's not the thing I'm bragging, but I'm just giving an example. So in the last best one IELTS preparation course, just I have invested 1.5 lakh in your future, right? So the same thing I'm gonna do again, but my request is, yeah, so do the homework, get a better score now, change your life, and that's the thing I'm wanting from you is probably in 5 years or 10 years time, when you get settled in UK, US, and Canada, automatically you're gonna raise your hand and make dua for me that someone from London who gave me the opportunity to speak English fluently, and I did that. Then he gave me the opportunity to do the IELTS course, and I have done that, and I got a score like 7, 6.5, 6, and I flew to the UK or US or Canada, and now I'm settled here. So I'm expecting a call after 10 years. You got my number over there. Probably after 10 years, probably I'll be old, the hair would be more gray, and still I love to get a call from you that, okay, I got settled. Thank you so much for helping us, right? That's the momentum. That's the mission I have got. So now I'm going to request Tumpa. Tumpa, can you please unmute yourself and share with us your journey?
Assalamualaikum, sir. Actually, sir, I am very much. When I start the journey, I am very much weak in English, and luckily I found you, sir. Thank you so much. You are just awesome, sir. Lots of dua from my heart for you. I can start my presentation. Actually, I cannot understand my voice. Sir, you can ask me anything. I cannot continue.
Okay, so have you attended all the classes?
Sir, I missed 2 class, 7 or 6 maybe.
Okay, got it. Thank you. So, dear learners, so I think that's the end of the 12 Business Speaking Challenge for this time. We're gonna start a new challenge again next month. So there are 3 things I recommend you to consider. 3টা জিনিস আমি recommend করব আপনাদেরকে consider করার জন্য. First of all, still if you think that I need to improve a lot, join the next month program as well. Next month speaking challenge. Do that one more time. What happened is, so probably still you attend all the classes, I believe, and probably you got me 70%, 65%, 75%. It's still 25% is missing. So what's going to happen is, once you attend another batch and you go through the same way, giving all the presentation, so you'll feel that, okay, English is not that much difficult. It's easy, basically. That's the first thing. Second thing is, give all the presentation and join our IELTS group and do the same thing. Don't give up, right? So giving up is not an option. Can you please type in the chat box? Giving up is not an option. Just, I'd like to see everybody's comment. Giving up is not an option. So some of you, you're gonna be ready in 3 months time. Some of you, you're gonna be ready in 6 months time. Some of you, you're gonna be ready in 1 year time, right? So everybody has got their own time. For example, KFC founder, he became successful when he went for retirement, right? KFC Malik she successful hoyechilo retirement. Mark Zuckerberg, he became successful in his early life, right? So everybody has got their own time. So giving up is not an option. Giving up is not an option. Yeah, that's another way to say giving up cannot be an option. Yeah, that's the better way to say. Thank you. So giving up is not an option. So don't give up. Don't give up. Stick to it. And you'll be surprised to know my story. So I failed in SSC, I mean, before SSC, test exam in English. I managed to pass HSC, barely. Then I started learning English once I was kicked out from my class. I mean, when I was doing my master's class. So some of you are very young. So Shomrat, is it Shomrat? No, another student. He said he is studying second year at Kustia University. So you are so young. You have got so much time. Invest the time in a right way, right? So you will see at the end of this journey, you will get so much advantage. Even if you don't like to study abroad, that's absolutely fine. It still is going to help you to land a job as a civil servant in future, right? And also the second recommendation I would like to suggest you is still, if you think still you're not happy with your fluency, I already gave you the solution. 4 questions you need to practice 3 times in a day, next 30 days. Once you do that, you will get fluency. This is how I got my fluency, to be honest with you. So the way I got my fluency, the way I improve my English, the same way I'm teaching you, so that you can go the same level. Do you understand? So anything else? Do you have any more questions, or anybody else would like to share something? Just type in the chat box, I want to share. Anybody else? Anybody else here would like to share something, or any questions at all? Okay, so yes, Shamrat, so unmute yourself and share with us.
থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার। আসলে আমি বাংলায় বলি, কথাগুলি অনেক সুন্দর শোনাবে এবং আমার ভিতরের কথাগুলি বলতে পারবো, মনের কথাগুলি।
জি বলেন।
সর্বপ্রথম আমি শেয়ার করতেছি হচ্ছে আমার জীবনে ঘটে যাওয়া কিছু ঘটনা, দেন আমি আপনার কোর্সে রিলেটেড কিছু কথা বলবো।
জি, প্লিজ মেক ইট শর্ট, মেক ইট শর্ট।
জি অবশ্যই স্যার। বিষয়টা হচ্ছে স্যার, আমি খুব স্ট্রাগল করতেছি এখনো। ক্লাস 8 থেকে করতেছি, 2006 থেকে। আমাদের ফ্যামিলিতে ব্যবসা বাণিজ্য ছিল, ওটা ধস নেমে যাওয়ার পরে আমরা 4 ভাই বোন, আমাদের মানে আমার সংসারের উপরে আসে আমাকে মেইনটেইন করতে হয়, তাদের লেখাপড়া থেকে শুরু করে ইস এভরিথিং। দেন আমি তখন থেকে সেলস এর কাজ শুরু করি, মাথায় করে মাল ডেলিভারি করে ইস এভরিথিং, অনেক কিছু। তো সেখান থেকে আমার মানে সেলস এর লেভেলে যাত্রাটা শুরু হয়। এবং পাশাপাশি এই যে পড়ালেখা করছি, এই পড়ালেখাটা হচ্ছে পাবলিক সুদের কাছে, মানে পাবলিক ইন্টারেস্ট নিয়ে, মানুষের কাছ থেকে নিয়ে চেয়ে এরকম সুদ দিতে দিতে ফ্যামিলিকে সবাইকে শিক্ষিত করা হয়েছে, এবং আমি সেখান থেকে অনার্স মাস্টার্স কমপ্লিট করছি। এই জার্নিটা দেন হচ্ছে চাকরি করছি, চাকরির পাশাপাশি ইস্ট ওয়েস্ট ইউনিভার্সিটি থেকে সেলস এর উপরে একটা, মার্কেটিং এর উপরে একটা MBA করছি। এই যে জার্নিটা স্যার, এই জার্নিটাতে অনেক মানুষ দেখছি, অনেক কিছু শেখার আছে, অনেক কিছু শিখছি, আবার অনেক হোঁচটও খাইছি। তো এখানে স্যার মানে আমি একটু ডিফারেন্ট দেখলাম হচ্ছে আপনাকে স্যার, যে আপনার অনেক মূল্যবান সময় আপনি নষ্ট করতেছেন, যে আপনি এই সময়টা নাও দিতে পারতেন আমাদের জন্য, বা আমাদের রিজিকে থাকতো না যদি আপনি না শেয়ার করতেন আপনার নলেজ গুলি। এইটাই হচ্ছে আমার অন্তরের অন্তরস্থল থেকে আপনার জন্য সালাম এবং দোয়া রইল, যে আমার মতো যারা অনেক কষ্ট করতেছে তারা যে আপনার কাছ থেকে কিছু শিখতে পাচ্ছে স্যার, এটা অনেক বড় পাওয়া। এটা বর্তমান যুগে এটা আসলে অ্যাকচুয়ালি এভাবে সচরাচর দেখাও যায় না। মানে আমার চোখে ফার্স্ট হচ্ছে আপনি পড়ছেন, আমি এরকম কোন অনলাইন কোর্সে মানে নিজের মূল্যবান সময় দিয়ে, তাও আবার দেশে না দেশের বাইরে একটা মূল্যবান সময়, প্রতিটা ঘন্টার ওইখানে জবাব দিতে, প্রতিটা ঘন্টার ওইখানে হিসাব আছে। এই সময়টা আমার জন্য আমাদের জন্য মানে ইউজ করতেছেন স্যার, এর জন্য আপনাকে অনেক দোয়া করি। আর যে কোর্সটা যে ডিজাইনে আপনি সাজাইছেন বা যে ডিজাইনে আমাদেরকে করতে বলছেন, বিশেষ করে আমি অনেক উপকৃত হয়েছি। আমি আসলে অ্যাকচুয়ালি স্যার সময় পাই নাই, যার কারণে হচ্ছে বাকি 5টা দিতে পারি নাই। আমি এই এখন হচ্ছে বাদ বাকিগুলি প্র্যাকটিস করে করে ইনশাল্লাহ একটি সাবমিট করব। আমার পরবর্তী আশা হচ্ছে স্যার, আমি হচ্ছে USA গিয়ে একটা মার্কেটিং এর উপরে MBA করা। আমি পেস্ট ইউনিভার্সিটির সাথে অলরেডি কথা বলছি, বা মেইলে কথাবার্তা আদান প্রদান হয়েছে। আমি জাস্ট আইএলটিএস এর জন্য অপেক্ষা করতেছি। সেক্ষেত্রে হচ্ছে আমার স্পিকিং অনেক দুর্বল, মোটামুটি ইমপ্রুভমেন্ট করার জন্য যদি চেষ্টা করা যায়, চেষ্টা করতেছি। যে আমি জানি না কতটুকু রিকভার করতে পারবো, ইনশাল্লাহ আমি আশাবাদী যে অবশ্যই চেষ্টা করে কোনো কেউ সফল হবে বা এরকম হবেই। তো স্যার আমি আপনাকে অনেক ধন্যবাদ জানাই, রিয়েলি স্যার, হ্যাটস অফ স্যার, থ্যাংক ইউ।
Thank you, Shumrat. Thank you for sharing. So it was really tough for me to come to the class on time. And just I'm sharing you something inside. এমনও সময় গেছে যে কি বলে শাওয়ারে ঢুকছি, but I see I have got like 7 minutes. I didn't complete my shower or jump in, just putting the clothes and just start doing the class, right? So it was tough for me as well to commit for 12 days, and alhamdulillah. So I was not sick. I was well enough to deliver my lecture. That's fine. Thank you for sharing a lot of things. So Mustafiz, আপনি কিছু বলতে চাচ্ছেন? Please unmute yourself.
First of all, I want to say something as Assalamu alaikum to my beloved sir, also every single one. And this is Mustafizur Rahman who is talking to you as right now. And like I'm also a student right now, and like I would have completed the whole classes for hassle-free education, like 12 days speaking challenge. And I am really so super proud of about you, sir, because you did give your valuable time for us, and you could have given a lot of inspiration and many other things. This is why I especially so super great for you, and you did teach a lot of things for us. And I think at hassle-free education, where not only you great teacher, but also any other one who are too much amiable and friendly. And actually there is another more thing is like while attending whole classes at hassle-free education, I could have realized a lot of things about speaking journey, like as English journey. This is why like actually I think right now I could have learned a lot of things, and especially in upcoming days I would have arrived well positioned if Allah really wants to give me the chance, so that it will be held one day. And it's my damn faithfulness. And actually my future projection is to be a permanent resident of any other destination, like European any countries, the UK especially. I considered that one. If Allah really wants to get me a chance to get settled there, so that I will be gone one day, and it would be held. Actually, sir, like while teaching to this 12 days speaking practice session, at that time I saw a lot of things, like there are someone who are not well for this speaking practice session, but you did give them a lot of feedback about sometimes you can say like never give up for anything, like so earlier, and like any other things. Actually I couldn't have realized at right now, but I know that so much. And actually right now I am some kind of nervous, and I think that I could not be able to talk to before the time as properly. But I know a lot of things about but I cannot. And like while talking to someone as first time, at that time, like I could face these types of difficulty. So this is why I want to get learn something from you, sir. Like, what can I do for this one?
Okay, so Mustafis, how many classes have you attended?
I had already finished all over the classes.
Okay, got it. Thank you. So two things, as I mentioned earlier. Number one is keep practicing 4 questions. Number two, if you think that, okay, so you are not confident enough, so come back to next month as well, do the course again with me, and also join the IELTS preparation course. And this is how. And the last thing is, bring some friends into your network. So what I mean by that is, if you can target like 5 or 10 friends and just motivate them to speak in English, practice with them. And this is how you're going to improve a lot. I think I answered your question, Mustafis. So now I'm going to Yasmin Sultana. Yasmin Sultana, can you please unmute yourself and share?
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalam.
How are you, sir?
Yeah, alhamdulillah, I'm good. Thank you. So can you please share?
স্যার আমি ইংলিশে এভাবে গুছিয়ে বলতে পারবো না।
বাংলায় বলে।
স্যার আমার ছোট বাচ্চা আছে, যেটা আমি আগেই বলেছি, আমি মানে কয়েকটা ক্লাস করেছি, তো সেটা আমার সিজারিয়ান বেবি, আমি এখন পুরোপুরি সুস্থ হয় নাই। তো ক্লাস করছি, বাচ্চাকে কোলের মধ্যে নিয়েই ক্লাস করছি কয়েকটা। তারপর স্যার আমার এখানে লোডশেডিং এর জন্য আমার ওয়াইফাইটা কারেন্ট পাচ্ছে না বলে আমি ক্লাসগুলো ঠিকঠাক করতে পারিনি। আর আমার ইংলিশে মানে অনেক দুর্বল, আমি মানে কথা বলাই, এজন্য আমি ক্লাসে কয়েকবার ভিডিও করেছি, আপনি নিজে শুনেছি, কিন্তু সেগুলো দিতে সাহস পাইনি। এই জন্য আমি দিতে পারিনি ক্লাসগুলা, যে কি হয় না হয়। তো স্যার যেদিন আপনার ক্লাস আমি প্রথম করলাম, আপনাকে দেখলাম, প্রথম ক্লাস করলাম, আমি কয়েকটা জায়গায় ক্লাস করেছি আমাদের ঝিনাইদহতে, সেটাতে আমি এত বেনিফিটেড হয়নি। তো এত ফ্রেন্ডলি যে আপনি আমাদেরকে বুঝিয়ে দিয়েছেন, আমি দেখি আমার আম্মুকে বলি যে আম্মু এই স্যারটা অনেক ভালো, অনেক সুন্দর ক্লাস করেন, এরকম স্যার অন্তরের অন্তঃস্থল থেকে করি। আল্লাহ আপনার কল্যাণ দান করুন। তো এত ভালো হয় মানুষ নিজের ক্ষতি করে স্যার, এটাই জানতে ইচ্ছে করে। আপনাদের ক্লাস গুলো অনেক সুন্দর, আশা করি আমি মানে আমার ক্লাসগুলো ইউটিউবে আমি আবার দেখে আবার স্টার্ট করবো ইনশাআল্লাহ। স্যার আমার জন্য দোয়া করবেন, আমার বেবির জন্য দোয়া করবেন। আসসালামু আলাইকুম।
I'm really what should I say, surprised, emotional, so to understand you, to get your story. আপনারা এত কষ্ট করে, এত স্ট্রাগল করে তারপর ক্লাসগুলো করছেন, থ্যাংক ইউ ফর দ্যাট। So lastly, before finishing this class, just I'd like to share with you something. So my mission is to help millions of students, to help them to speak English fluently. That's the first thing. Second thing is that's my mission. And the second I have got a target is I'd like to bring at least 100 students to the UK as a Tier 4 student visa. And then I would like to keep support them until they get settlement. And at the end, when they get the settlement here, like independent leave to remain, ILR, I mean permanent residency or British passport, then I'd like to give a party. So we are on this track, and so far we have got around, I'm not sure, it's 30 or 35 students who got the visa, who came to this country, and still we are lag behind like 65 something. So still we are on the way. For the September, we have made like again 30-40 visa applications already. The initial applications a lot, like over 150, but the visa application we made is around 50 again. So hopefully we're gonna get like 30 or 40 visa in this September intake, and in the January probably we might get again 25-30. So pray for me as well, so that I can help these students to reach their destination, and as I am promising, I will always support them. আপনারা জানেন কিনা যে নর্মালি যেটা আমি করি, যদিও আমার অনেক কাজ থাকে, তারপরও কোনো স্টুডেন্ট যখন ভিসা পায় এবং যখন লন্ডনে আসে, আমি ট্রাই করি হলো হিথ্রো গিয়ে ড্রাইভ করে তাকে পিক আপ করা, এবং জাস্ট একটা গল্প শেয়ার করে আমি আপনাদের এই ক্লাস শেষ করে দিচ্ছি। সো hopefully the first student, not first, second student I received, I don't like to mention the name because of privacy and all that stuff. So student silo single Shahidrot ashe, all of a sudden one of my colleagues Moshu, she amake phone diye bolche je amader ekjon student jabe, so please make available yourself so that I can pick him up. তো আমি ফ্রি থাকলাম, 10টার সময় সে এসে পৌঁছেছে, আমি গেলাম, গিয়ে আমি বললাম যে ভাই তুমি যখন আসবা তখন মানে এয়ারপোর্টের ওয়াইফাই কানেক্ট করে আমাকে এই নাম্বারে ফোন দিলেই পাবা, অথবা কোনো একজন কাউকে রিকোয়েস্ট করলে, বিশেষ করে ইউকেতে আপনি যদি কাউকে রিকোয়েস্ট করেন যে ক্যান আই ইউজ ইউর ফোন, তারা দিবে আপনাকে। বাংলাদেশের মতো ভয় নাই যে মোবাইল নিয়ে দৌড় দিবে, রাইট? সো দে আর ফ্রেন্ডলি। সো সে আমাকে ফোন দিল, আমি বললাম যে ক্যান ইউ প্লিজ স্টে ইন এ নিরো ক্যাফে শপ। সে ওই জায়গায় ছিল, আমি গেলাম, তাকে নিয়ে আসলাম। তো সে খুবই ফ্রেন্ডলি, লাগেজ টাগেজ করে আমি তাকে একটু হেল্প করলাম। আসলাম, আসার পর আমি বললাম যে প্লিজ গেট ইন দ্য কার। তখন সে বলছে সে ইতস্ত বোধ করতেছে। সো হি ওয়াজ আস্কিং মি, ইজ ইট ইওর কার? হ্যাঁ, উঠো। সো সে আবার বলতেছে এটা কি আপনার নিজের কার? আমি বললাম হ্যাঁ, উঠো। তারপরে সে উঠতেছে না। তারপরে আমি কি বলে ইয়ে খুললাম, তার লাগেজ গুলা ইয়ে করলাম। তারপর আমি চিন্তা করলাম হয়তো সে জানি না কি কারণে, আমি দরজা খুলে বললাম যে ভাই বসো তুমি। তারপরে তার সাথে গল্প শুরু করলাম। তারপর সে প্রথমেই যে কনভারসেশন দিয়ে শুরু করলো যে আমি তো মনে করছিলাম যে আপনি রেন্টে কার নিয়ে আসবেন বা কিছু একটা সামথিং, বাট আপনি রেঞ্জ রোভার চালান। আমি বললাম জি। বলে এটা আপনার নিজের কার? আমি বললাম জি। তারপর সে খুবই সারপ্রাইজড এবং সে বললো যে ঢাকা অফিস থেকে তো আমাকে বলছে শুধু একজন আপনাকে নিতে যাবে, বাট আপনি আসবেন, আপনি একজন ডিরেক্টর, কোম্পানির সিইও, আমার জন্য আপনি হিথ্রোতে আসছেন? আমি বললাম জি। তারপর আমি তাকে বললাম আমার লাইফ হিস্টোরি কোত্থেকে শুরু হয়েছে, রাইট? সো আমি বললাম যে ভাই আমি একটা ফ্যামিলি থেকে আসছি যে জায়গায় বাবা মা হাই স্কুলের টিচার, প্রাইমারি স্কুল টিচার, খুব স্মল ইনকাম, বাট আমার মধ্যে একটা অ্যাম্বিশন ছিল যে আমি কিছু একটা করবো জীবনে, রাইট? সো সেই যে সাকসেসের জন্য যে আমি ক্ষুধার্ত ছিলাম, এইটাই আজকে আমাকে নিয়ে আসছে। তার সাথে অনেক কথা বললাম। এট দা এন্ড অফ দা জার্নি আমি তার সাথে লাঞ্চ করলাম, তাকে বাসায় ড্রপ করে দিলাম, তার জন্য কিছু কি বলে ডুবেট, বালি সেগুলো কিনে দিয়ে আসলাম, কিছু হালকা কিছু খাবার, তারপর রাত্রে যদি লাগে পানিটা নেই, হালকা স্ন্যাক্স দিয়ে আসলাম। আসার সময় সে আমাকে জড়াই ধরে কান্না করে শুরু করে দিল। তারপরে আমি বললাম যে ভাই হোয়াটস রং উইথ ইউ, ইজ দেয়ার এনিথিং রং? সো সে বললো যে জড়াই ধরে কান্না করতেছে, বলতেছে যে I have got so many relatives here, they couldn't make their time to pick me up from the airport. You are the agency in Bengali, which means dalal, right? So what you have done, so probably is more than someone else, I mean, who are supposed to do, like my brother. So I said, don't worry about that. This is my mission. I'd like to bring, I'm not thinking about the money right now. আপনারা শুনে আরো আশ্চর্য হবেন যে আমরা যে কাজ করতেছি সেটাতে আমরা ইভেন ব্রেক ইভেন আসতে পারিনি। ব্রেক ইভেন মানে সমান সমান খরচ এবং প্রফিট, হ্যাঁ, সেই জায়গায় আমরা আসতে পারিনি। বাট স্টিল দিস ইজ মাই প্যাশন অ্যান্ড দিস ইজ মাই কমিটমেন্ট, দিস ইজ মাই মিশন, দ্যাট আমি 100 স্টুডেন্ট এই জায়গায় নিয়ে আসবো, এবং নিয়ে আসার পরে তারপরে যেটা বলছি তাদেরকে সাপোর্ট করে যাব আনটিল দে গেট সেটেলমেন্ট। যখন তারা সেটেল হয়ে যাবে তাদেরকে নিয়ে একটা পার্টি দেব। দিস ইজ মাই অ্যানাদার মিশন অ্যাজ ওয়েল। সো কিপ সাপোর্টিং আস, give this message to somebody else who need this service. I'm really blessed to get you here. I'm not sure how much I gave you, but my intention was very, very phenomenal, very, very positive to give you something. So however, thank you for joining again. and hopefully I'll speak to you some other time, right? So সবাই সবার জন্য দোয়া করবেন, ভালো থাকবেন, and আল্লাহ হাফেজ। Get ready for the IELTS preparation course as well. So আমাদের একজন ইনস্ট্রাক্টর, সে হলো IELTS 8.5 পাওয়া, আর একজন হলো 8 পাওয়া। So you will not get such kind of teacher in the world. They are the best out of the best, right? So ভালো